Alright guys, I've had a few people message me saying, where's the Cadillac? And why no more videos on the Cadillac? Well, honest truth is just because I drive it. Everything it needs is cosmetic. But today we are going to make a video on it, and we're going to make a video on what I call routine maintenance. So it's kind of a weird place to be. I've had this car for probably 12 years. So let's, go back to 1956, you buy it new, that would be 12 years after that would be, I can't math, 56, 66, 68. Let's pretend it rolls around to be 1968. Car still runs and drives just fine, but it's gonna need a little bit of work. So the main thing we're dealing with today is leaks. So the transmission, I don't think it's the pan. I don't know what it could be. Honestly, I'm not too worried. Maybe it is the pan. It might be this rear cover. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it just because I have battled this one before and it's really not too bad. But the one I'm worried about the most is the oil leak. So I've known about this oil leak for a long time. It's a combination of the oil pan and the front cover. And again, I've been putting it off. And I think now it's time to address it. The reason being is because it's mixing with coolant. So you can see on the floor, coolant mixed with oil, and I've been poking around a little bit. There's coolant all the way back to here, but I don't think anything back here is leaking. I think the main issue is going to be up front. So I've driven this car a bunch, and I've looked underneath it as it's been leaking, and I think most of it is coming from two places. One, the front cover or the front of the oil pan is leaking, and then it just runs down the back of the engine and then drops down right here. The other thing that I know is leaking is this T on this hose is leaking, but I just found this out that if you look right here, this bottom hose to the radiator is leaking. I'm like, oh, maybe it's just not tight, blah, blah, blah. But if you can see up in there, I don't know if you can see, but there's a line along the bottom of that radiator hose, meaning that I think the leak, sadly, is coming from the water pump. So we're gonna have to take it all apart and kind of, dig in and kind of see where the leak is actually coming from. I don't want to replace the water pump, but honestly, 12 years from a water pump, that's not too bad of a deal. It's not a small block Chevy. I just can't go buy it at AutoZone and get one today. It's $200-300 and it comes off the internet from who knows where. But we will address that first. Let's put the car back down and see if we can take some of the front accessories off and go from there. The first thing I did was take these 4 bolts out to remove the fan. I did that because once the belts are loose, it's kind of hard to get to those fan bolts. So there's no way that's going to stay where it needs to go. I'll try that. Try to do this without smashing this into the radiator. That would be good. Oh, just did it, but I don't think I damaged anything. Makes me not happy, but it is what it is. Alright, next we can take this 9/16. We can loosen up some accessories. Luckily we don't have air conditioning on this Cadillac, so we're gonna do power steering belt first, and then the generator belt, and then after those things are done, we can check the pump. So these belts are fairly newish. So you see when I bend them backwards like this, they're not cracked or frayed or anything. So we won't replace those. Those are still good. Again, let's pretend we're in 1968 and this is just routine maintenance on your Cadillac. Alright, so this belt, I think I replaced these about the same time. I don't remember how long ago it was, but they look good. We don't gotta buy new belts. So now the moment of truth. You can remove this and see where we're leaking from. All right, so there's nothing on the inside of the pulley. It's a good sign, but you guys are gonna have to tell me what you see down here. Does it look like it's leaking out of the weep hole? Can you tell? I think it is. Sadly, I think it is. It's definitely wet. Yep. And I had a thought that it was leaking out of the thermostat and then going down, but I just don't see, any, I mean, there's wetness up here, but I don't see any wetness down at the bottom, only underneath the shaft, so it's frustrating as heck. You're shaking the whole shop, bro. There. Anyway. That's a bummer. I didn't want to have to do that, but the honest truth is, to replace the timing cover seals, guess what? I'm gonna take the water pump off anyway. It's just there's not really any more labor, it's just an added expense. That sucks. I mean, it's leaking enough that it definitely needs replaced. Bummer. All right, we are back at the Cadillac today. It's been a couple days, so jumped right in, drained the oil. This oil has 800 miles on it or so. I'm gonna change it just because you're supposed to, but I'm going to keep it for future will it run projects. I mean, it's real expensive oil, 800 miles. It was still golden when it came out. Anyway, we're going to be underneath the car today. I have already removed the starter. Funny thing about that starter is it has a rebuild tag on it. I probably showed this before, but Tony's and Troy's in Dallas built it back before there was an area code. They did a good job because I've never rebuilt that starter. I've never touched it. It's been on the car the whole time. It's never let me down. Back underneath, what I wanted to do is I wanted to pull this inspection cover to kind of see if any of this oil is coming from like up underneath, maybe from like a rear main or anything like that, but I don't really see any oil, you know, back here where the crank meets this little plate. Why this is bright blue, I don't know, I don't remember. But I'm thinking it's all just getting blown from the front of the engine down to the back of the engine. And so I'm glad I took it off. I have to take the starter off to get to this bolt anyway. You can't get to this at all with the starter on. So one of those, you know, while you're at it kind of deals. So next, I'm gonna pull the oil pan off and hope and pray that I can get it down without dropping the steering. I might still have to do that. I think I will have to do that. There's no way that clears, but you know, just 2 bolts right here. This idler arm comes down and hopefully we can get the pan off and go from there. We'll see. We have the oil pan all unbolted. What I love about Cadillac is this is just 2 bolts to do this one, and there's no nut on the other side, so easy. All right, let's see how easy or how hard this is going to be to get off. It's still pretty solid. All right. Come on, baby. Oh. What are we hitting? The windage tray is what we're hitting. That's so lame. You see these hose clamps? I think that's what's in our way. It's like literally a 1/4 of an inch give. And that's what's in the way of getting this down. Maybe, let's see. These have a clip. I could take it out of the clip. Flop that forward. There we go, barely. Just barely. Everything on the inside looks really good. Part of the gasket stuck up here, so that shows me that it was time. But a lot of it came off in one piece. I definitely like that. I haven't seen inside this engine in a long time. Here's the oil pan. So in the manual it says that removing the oil pan and cleaning inside of it is part of the maintenance. There's a little bit of sludge in here, a little bit more than I thought there would be. But remember, I've never taken this pan off since the engine was built, so I'm not surprised that there's a little bit of goo left. So all the break-in oil, you know, I drained it, but there's still left the stuff in the bottom of the pan. So anyway, we have the bottom taken apart. Now we're gonna lower the car down and we're gonna start taking the front of the engine apart. And that should be tons of fun. We also probably gonna remove that and clean that because guess what? You can. It's actually pretty simple, even though it doesn't look that simple. So the water pump is held on in 4 places, 8 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also we have a radiator hose and a radiator hose. So I'm going to opt to replace the thermostat gasket, obviously the water pump, both hoses, and then we're gonna work on the timing cover. The only thing I don't know is I don't know how well this water pump comes off with this bracket, this power steering bracket being held on. But again, it's one of those things that, you know, we'll dive into it and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, you can see really well. You see how that was leaking right down the front. Don't like that. But you know what? It's part of routine maintenance on your old Cadillac. Oh no. No. I knew that was gonna happen. Dang it. Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. Dang it. All right, let's see if we can get this thing out of here without ruining my radiator. Well guys, I made a mess. Oh well, I can clean that up. All right, back to the water pump. I'm amazed how rusty everything is on this pump. You can see the paint was starting to come off. It was leaking so much out this bottom part. Yeah, I mean, I've run nothing but, you know, the correct amount of coolant. That's interesting. Where this hose clamp was right here, and everything from the clamp back rusted, but everything forward wasn't. I don't remember what that looked like when I put it on, but anyway. There it is. $300 water pump core. I don't remember where I got this one either. But 2013 is the date, so you know, it's 2026 now. 13 years, I guess, isn't too bad for a pump. I don't know. Here's the bolts. I have them laid out, back where they go, and there's the front timing cover. So if I remember correctly, the the damper is just one bolt, and then the damper slides on and off. Like I shouldn't have to get a puller and pull it off. I mean, I'm going to if I have to. And I actually might just take this radiator out, just because I should have already. But just because it's, you know, 6 bolts that are easily accessible and it slides right out, I might as well do it.